How do? I'm not sure how loud that is, so I'll turn that off. Happy Hometh Breweth Wednesdayness. I hope you're all well. As the title of this video will say, I don't know whether this is going up on a Wednesday or not. It's probably going up tomorrow, Thursday. Just because I can't be bothered, and I don't know, my Wi-Fi's crap, so probably won't get uploaded by by tonight. A bit of an on the fly video, really, because just got a few things I wanted to say, and I haven't written them down, so this could turn into a 20-minute thing. So if you're feeling sleepy, then don't watch this, because you'll miss your day, really. No, I just wanted to I've done a few videos and stuff recently, but I've just whinged on them, and I'm like, sort yourself out. Fuck. Kit beer, right? Sorry, randomly. Don't know what that's gonna do for you. Look at it. I just Red Dog got me some old kits that he wasn't ever going to use, and I was debating on never ever using them either, but had one that got infected. This is the second one. The third one is actually in with another kit, so a 2-can kit, a bit of a crazy Frankenstein weirdness brew. So we'll see how that turns out. That's being bottled tomorrow. So yeah, just a kilo of malt extract in that. No hops extra, no nothing, and brewed with the kit yeast. It's fair to say I'm really glad I moved to all grain, or partial mash at least. So just realising actually as well, apart from this, I haven't done a kit since the Golden Stag, which was probably in... When are we looking? April, May? Are we looking May? No, we're looking later than that, aren't we? Maybe June, maybe May, June time. And we're in August now, nearly the end of August. And I haven't done a kit in maybe 2 months or so. 3 months coming up. I don't know. Anyway, I just thought it was a bit of an interesting insight. Anyway, I'm waffling, obviously. I don't know why I need to tell you that, because you know it. Sorry, my dog's just randomly oh, while he's sleeping. Weirdo. Takes after her dad. Yeah, so I realise I've been moaning a lot recently, and it's just been pissing me off. My moaning has pissed me off. So God knows what it's done to you guys who have just been sat there watching me going, I don't know, you might not have been going, sure, but that's how I feel about myself at the minute. Yeah, a few issues and stuff with my setup, and it's just been a bit of a ball ache, really. But I'm getting over it. I've realised that I can't afford to do what I want at the minute. It's just not going to happen, even if I don't know. I'm not doing it anyway. So I'm happy. I think I've got to the stage now where I'm happy with what I've got. I'm going to change the way I do things. And I did a brew. When was it? Saturday now. Brown ale, American brown ale was my own take on American brown ale. We'll see how it turns out. And it's nearly fermented. I think it's fermented out pretty much. So I was going to bottle it this weekend, and then everyone told me to. It's like, wait, what are you doing? Just leave it a bit. Leave it another week. Get impatient. I really do get impatient. I tend to forget myself. I know I should leave it 2 weeks, and I don't because I'm numpty. So yeah. Yeah. So shut up, whinging. And also, I do feel a lot happier generally about myself and my brewing techniques and stuff as well, because I'm knocking out a few good beers, and I think I'm knocking out a few good beers anyway. I'm enjoying them, so it's cool. Also, I've been wanting to. I just think it's really cool that quite a few guys are hitting the higher higher numbers in subscribers. So big congratulations to the guys that have, you know, I think like Adam at Baldy's hit 600, Rusty, Tony Branham at Yorkshire Homebrew, and oh shit, who else? Dr. Hans. They've like hit 500. I think Hapless hit, was it 500 or something as well? Red Dog's recently reached 300. I'm so going to win this competition because I want to save him on postage because he can just drop them round. So if I win now, it's not a fix. No, so you know it's, and I think someone's just done their 100 as well. Crow's Foot Brewery. Crow's Limb Brewery. No, Crow's Foot Brewery. Sorry, I'm sure that's it. If I'm wrong, I'm sure it'll tell me. So yeah, congrats to everybody really, because it's cool. It's just nice. I just feel recently, like the past couple of weeks while I've been whinging, I've had a lot of support as well. It's really cool. So I just wanted to say that. I just want to say thanks for just putting up my whinging and hearing me out and just saying you're not shit or you are shit. I don't know. I'm joking. So yeah, that was it really. Received some beer mail from Steve Ogden, Heathen Brewer. Thank you, Steve. You're a good man. So meeting up with. Hang on, before I go on to that, can't wait to try. There's 2 beers they sent me. There is Infusion Confusion Orange Pale Ale. It's got like a Brambling Cross. Is it a Brambling Cross Best Bitter? So I rescued them from the post office on like Tuesday, so yesterday. And I'll probably try them like next weekend, hopefully. We'll see how we go. They're in the fridge at the minute, chilling down. Gonna wait till they clear up, and then we'll see what's what really. Meeting up with Red Dog briefly on Friday. He's dropping around some beers, I think. I've got a couple to give to him. I've got my Vienna Lager, which I'll talk about in a minute, and my Hobgoblin Claim, which also went a bit crazy and a bit wrong, but I think it's alright. I'm giving a lot of that out actually, so I need to rebrew it so I can have some. Yeah, and it's going to be cool. So I think he's bringing around some wheat malts, I think, because he bought a stupid amount of it. He just wants to give me some wheat malt. So I was like, okay. So I think a wheat beer's on the cards at some point. Future brew plans. Oh, it's not that strong. Obviously, like I say, I'm going on holiday in like 3 weeks. I'm excited. My first like full-on holiday in like 3 years. 3 years since my honeymoon. I'm so fucking ready. Can you tell? I've just had enough. I just want to go on holiday. And yeah. Anyway, my chocolate orange porter version 2. Which will actually be a chocolate orange porter, not a chocolate stout. Balls the first. I know it's whichever way you look at it, but I didn't balls the first version up. The first version was nice. I don't look very sure of myself. I was looking at the camera, but it wasn't what I wanted, and I've only got like one bottle left of it for Christmas, and the other bottle is for the mother-in-law who's whinging that she hasn't had a bottle of it because it's for her. Apparently, it's not for me; it's for her. So, I did mainly Marisota, crystal malt, chocolate malt, and what else? A bit of black malt in there, a bit of black patent malt. But I'm going to change it slightly so I don't get it too dark. It was black, so I'll probably go with that Marisota. I'm upscaling it as well, so I'll use DME. But yeah, so Marisota, crystal, pale chocolate, and chocolate. I don't know. I don't know whether to use both or whether to just use one. I'm after the chocolate flavour, but I don't quite want the intensity of, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a blend of the two. I haven't quite decided. It seems a bit weird to use both. I don't know. And then I've got some roasted barley. I might stick some of that in just to give it a bit of an edge. Obviously lactose, flaked oats, and I'm gonna get a brewed one more try. I've given them one, so they're on the second go. And if they fuck this order up, I'll go ape shit. Not that I didn't go ape shit the first time. But I want some sweet orange peel, which they haven't got in stock at the minute. But I'm not doing this brew for like another month or so. So I'm hoping I'll keep my eye out, and I'm hoping they're going to do it. I'm assuming like Malt Miller do something similar. If they do, I might just switch the order to them and just say, because they seem a lot more reliable. And what else? I think I just use Goldings for the entire boil and stuff. I was chatting to Stas on a few occasions, just generally, and just saying he's a bit of a chocolate, sort of like a milk stout, milk porter kind of. He's done a couple. He was kind of partly what pushed me to do the beer I'm doing, really. So to get the orange out, he says he basically said use Amarillo late edition, and then maybe at flame out as well. So I've got 50 grams of Amarillo, which I'm going to whack in. We'll see how it goes. And then chocolate, hot chocolate options like the chocolate orange version. So we'll stick that in as well. Should be a nice, respectable, like 6.5%, maybe even 7%, something like that. Yeah, boy. Good Christmas beer. And on the subject of kits, I'm going to have a go at an arch nemesis of mine that I was a bit pissed off about last year. I haven't had many infections. I've had 3. Let's make sure I can count still. In my entire brewing time, the first was a Vienna Red Lager kit by Festival, and that just went crap. That just went horrible. And then straight off the bat, the next brew I did was the Young's Mocha Porter kit, and that got an infection, which I was absolutely devastated by. Absolutely devastated. So I didn't even bother bottling it. I just chucked it. I just got so pissed off. I just whacked a lot because it wouldn't have been a nice sour. So I might have an excess of porter at Christmas, but I think it's a nice kit for what I remember. So I'm going to do that. Bearing in mind, we've not actually got that much time before Christmas left, have we? Really? Brewing wise and conditioning wise. Sort of dawned on me the other day. I was like, shit, I'm fucked. So chocolate orange porter as soon as I get back from holiday. I'm going to order the stuff this month and September, and then when I come back in October, I'll brew it up the first chance I get. It should have a good couple of months in the ferment. It should have a good 2 months in bottles. That's enough. Just. Then the Mocha Porter I'll probably do, and then I'm so contemplating redoing the Belgian thingy. was beautiful. That was really good. I love that beer. I was such for a by accident Frankenstein kind of store cupboard brew. It was good. I enjoyed it. So I've got a couple of bottles left over for Christmas as well. I do that every year. I'll put a few beers aside and I'll end up with like 30, 40 bottles of beers that are like fully conditioned and nice, and I can just chill and enjoy them. I've just realised this is like an epic video. I'm so sorry. But I'm going to carry on because I'm enjoying this. I'll try and wrap it up. The Vienna Lager, which I said I was going to get to, that was meant to be a red Vienna Lager, kind of based upon the festival kit, which I have rebrewed, and it turned out really nice. Conditioned a few bottles for about 6 months, and it was absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. I've got a thing for red beers. I've done the what's it called? Red India Ale by Young's. That is I've never seen any reviews on it on YouTube. I've never seen anybody really rave about it on any forums or anything like that. For anybody who is still into kits, likes kits, whatever, it's almost a bit like a red. It's not a red IPA, or I wouldn't call it a red IPA. I don't know. It's a very hot. It's nice. It's just lovely. It's not bitter like an IPA, but it is quite hop forward. I think it's got Nelson and Mosaic in it, so good combination. Really nice. So I've got a thing for red beers, and I love them. So I thought I'll do a Vienna Lager, and I'll do a bit of my own twist on it. So I'll stuck Warrior, Citra, Galaxy, and Equinox, and then dry hopped with more Equinox. Oh my days! The only problem is, it's not a lager. It really isn't a lager. It's an ale brewed with lager yeast, well, California common yeast. That's fine. That's cool. It's a nice beer in its own right, but it's not what I wanted. So I've got three things now that I've decided I've got to do, which is, I just don't know quite how or when these things are going to happen. Right. 1, rebrew the lager so it's an actual lager. Good start. So a version 2 of the lager. Number 2, try and recreate the Red India Ale kit using the same, or at least come close. I'm not saying, but I think the malt base that I've got maybe scaled. A problem with it, especially as a lager, was there was too much specialty malt. There was melanoidin, crystal, and caramel. I think too much. So it's a really sort of toffee, caramelly ale. It doesn't suit it. It's an alright beer, generally, like I say. But anyway, so that's that. And then, so try and recreate the Red India Ale. So maybe buy some Nelson and some Mosaic and just see what the hell happens. Thirdly, because it's got Citra in it, if anyone's, I'm assuming a few of you have tried Kutch. Oh my days, it's quite similar to that as well. So I was like, well, maybe I just do that and do a Kutch claim. Because it's got Citra and Columbus in it, 2 of my absolute all-time favourite hops. Columbus is one of my favourite hops ever. I think that's got something to do with the fact that my first premium kit that I ever did was the Young's American Pale Ale, and that's got Centennial and Columbus. That's another one of my favourite hops as well. So I think stuck in up here is a fond memory. So Columbus, awesome hop. So that's it really. That's kind of, I needed to get that out there because it's in my head and I need it to be on here for you guys. And I hope 20 minutes is my longest video yet of 20 minutes of rambling. I'm going to wrap it up. Happy Homebrew Wednesday, fellas. And I'm going to go fill this and eat my food before the wife comes home. So I've not ordered anything I shouldn't have. I just need to eat. So, pretend that's full. Alright. Cheers, guys. Bye.